Hi, welcome back. I'm Gina with Tight Ship Mama. Today we are going to begin on our process of running a tight ship. So we are going to start with decluttering. That's the first principle of my program. And I am going to use this book that you've probably heard of, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. And if you don't have this or you haven't read it, I really recommend that you get a copy of this if you're going to begin this process of decluttering with me. I really love how she explains everything, and I feel like we are kindred spirits because when I was a little kid, I was exactly as she describes herself in this book. So when I found her, I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. So she recommends putting all of your clothes in one big pile. And by clothing, she means everything. Hats, scarves, purses, jewelry, accessories, coats, mittens, everything. But I have been doing this for really my whole life. But once I read her book, I really did try to go through the process. It's not perfect in our house, but I'm going to be doing it along with you as well. So I've done a lot of this, but this is still what I would call maintenance. So I have kept the things that I know for sure. These are from the dry cleaners and they're ironed, so I'm not going to put them in the pile, and I'm definitely keeping them. I'm definitely keeping a pair of black leggings, black pants, some other summertime pants, and 2 pencil skirts, a navy blue one and a gray one. So I know that for sure. So other than that, we're going to just deal with this pile here. So why are we starting with your closet? So I think for me, you have to get dressed every day. I'm home. I'm a mom of 4, but I still only have 1 kid at home with me all day long, a 2-year-old. But I still feel better when I get dressed and I am ready for the day. And some of you might disagree and say that you can be just as productive when you're in your sweatpants or your loungewear or whatever, but I disagree. When you think of an elite private school, what's one of the first things that comes to your mind? Is the uniform, right? Most likely the children have blazers on. And I know when I was younger, I went to a school where we had to wear blazers as part of our uniform. And I always just felt so much more on top of things when I wore that blazer. And that's your uniform. That's like sending a message to your brain like, I am ready and let's start this. So that's why I'm going to encourage you, if nothing else, get up and get dressed, okay? I've been through the early stages of mommyhood, and I know some days it's very hard, but I would love for you to really just try. And if you can get your wardrobe down to what you really truly love, you're gonna love getting dressed, and it's not gonna be a hassle. What I want you to do with not just the decluttering of your closet, but with the entire Tight Ship Mama program, is you have to really, really focus on your why, okay? It's not enough to say, I want to declutter my closet because it's a mess. What I want you to do is think about when you open your closet every morning, how do you want it to look? How do you want to feel? When you catch yourself in the mirror in the middle of the day, what do you want to see? How do you want to feel every day? The ideal closet I've heard described as a boutique where everything in it fits you perfectly and makes you feel fabulous. And that's what we're going for today. Right off the bat, we're going to start with, if things don't fit, they go. If they're stained, they go. If there's holes, it goes. If you put it on and you have to fuss with it, like this shirt, I put this on today because I wasn't sure about it, and I thought I'm gonna wear it today and just see, but it keeps riding up and I keep pulling it down, so I'm sure you're gonna see me pull this down. And so after I'm done this video, I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna let it go, because it's just life is too short to be playing around with your clothes like that. So I have my bag ready to go. So about 2 years ago, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to learn to sew. And I think I've held to that commitment really well. and you'll see a lot of things in this pile that I have made. And if you sew, this is my first dress I made with pockets. So I love the dress for the pockets. However, I'm still considered a beginner, and this top, I've kind of sewn it together a little bit. It's too low. So I'm gonna let this go because it doesn't fit quite right. And, oh, there's another dress that I have that's the same pattern, and I'm gonna get rid of that too. I forgot to empty out that side of my closet. But I'm gonna get rid of that. This is another dress I made. I wore it one more time yesterday to church, and I decided it's not gonna stay because I just don't feel awesome in it. And maybe somebody else, it's a lot of fabric, maybe somebody else could take it apart and use it for something. Here's my thing about the dresses that I have made. I consider them tuition. I don't spend a ton of money on my fabric because I am still learning, and every time I make something I try to learn something new. Like maybe it's put pockets in it, maybe it's put a zipper on it, the interfacing and the collar perhaps. Like I always try to look for a pattern that is going to teach me or force me to learn something new. And then I'll wear that for a few times or a season or whatever, and then I pass it on. And like I said, I consider it tuition because I learned and I enjoyed it, and then it served me well, and I pass it on because part of what I love about sewing is the creative part of picking the fabric that goes with the pattern, and just seeing like what I'm in the mood for, you know. Like I saw this fabric and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make something out of that fabric because I loved it. I thought it kind of looked boho, and boho is a little bit of my style, so that's why I picked it. And but you learn so much every time you sew. You know, you learn how to work with different stretch knits or whatever. This is another shirt that I made, and I use it as a beach cover-up. It took me a long time to make this, but I think I'm going to let it go because it's not as long as I would like it to be. I would like to make it over again in a different fabric that maybe matches my bathing suit that I bought last year. I'm going to go through my bathing suits and kind of get rid of the bulk of them and just go with what I absolutely love. So I'm going to say goodbye to this as well. I did know I was going to make this video today, so I went ahead and I tried on a bunch of black t-shirts. And I thought I would pick one of them to keep, including this one, but none of them actually made the cut because they were all annoying in one way or another, or a little too tight or something. So if you're not sure, go ahead and try it on. And my rule of thumb with most things is, if it's not a heck yeah, then it's a no. And so if you're humming and hawing, out it goes. Past my prime. This is a good tank top. It's a good layering tank top. I'm going to keep that. Same with these. I'm going to keep all these t-shirts that I just kind of layer. This is a cute, I could probably get rid of this, but I don't have anything to replace it right now, so I'm going to hang on to it a little bit longer. This is a black sweater I just bought, so I like that. Concert tee. This one, I don't like the neckline, but I like the length of this concert tee. And once you start refining your wardrobe, you'll be able to shop so much faster because you'll be able to say, that neckline doesn't look good on me, that color doesn't look good on me, that kind of a cut doesn't look good on me. And so the more you try on and really find what suits you, you'll be able to shop much faster for much better things. So I think I'm at the point in my life where I'm ready to kind of upgrade a little bit. I did get new jeans this year, and that was a date night. Like usually when I go shopping, it's a date night, and because I like my husband's opinion, and it's just fun. I don't like to shop with kids. I really am not a shopper, so that's one reason why it's a date night, is because I like to just do it with him, and I don't feel pressure, you know. And if I get a babysitter to go shopping, I feel pressure to buy stuff because I feel like I need to justify the cost of the babysitter. So I just don't do it. This is another dress I made. I'm going to hang on to this because it's a really comfortable dress and I can just easily throw that on. Okay. Elton John. I thought this looked like a good dress to wear to an Elton John concert. But the closer we got to the concert, the more I was like, ugh. So, it was also kind of a business night for my husband, so I didn't think it was totally appropriate for me to be wearing out. I did wear it on a regular date with my husband where it was just the two of us, and I'm glad I did because it was cute, he liked it, but it was way too short, and I ended up pulling this down the whole night and adjusting it, which I can't stand. So I'm going to say goodbye to Elton John. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Okay, there's that. Oh, that reminds me of another thing I was going to show you guys. This is the this I'm going to keep. I bought this on vacation, and another topic that's a funny one I had come across one time on YouTube was your fantasy self. This was like Fantasy Gina, and I bought this while on vacation with my parents at one of the islands. I can't even think of the name. Oh, St. Martin's. I bought this in St. Martin's, and you know, like you just go on vacation, you think that that's your real life, like you're gonna come home and wear this. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I think I'm gonna hang on to it because I think for this year I'm gonna get a new bathing suit, and I'm gonna try to find one that actually matches this or kind of would make that look cute. So I'm gonna hang on to that guy. I'm getting rid of all of these bathing suits because they either don't fit, they're faded, or they just make me feel like a frumpy mom. I like to be modest at the pool, but not frumpy. You know what I mean? And then this is all my running clothes, and I do kind of purge that regularly as well. Some things, now that I think of the running clothes, some things that I would say you could probably get rid of would be free t-shirts, or really try to limit them. I don't know. I just think that you're better than a free t-shirt. So if you're going to work out, you know, get yourself a cute little outfit that you feel good in when you work out. You deserve it. And so I think, oh, this belt is going as well. I did want to show you my shoes. I'm going to show you that, how many shoes I have. I don't have a ton of stuff. I don't think I have a ton of clothing, but I also don't think that I'm super minimal either. It's a good balance for me, and I think that you'll find your balance in your whole house, not just your wardrobe, but as we go through this, I think your whole house, you'll find the right balance for you, you know. And it's funny, once I go through this, it's easier and easier to purge and get rid of things, and just feel good. I want you to feel really good with what you have in your closet. You deserve that. You are a very, very important person, and you set the tone for your house. So I want you to feel good in whatever you put on every day. Okay? Okay, so these are just the shoes that I have. I don't have a ton of shoes. I have some boots, the one belt that I am going to keep. I stick to pretty neutral. Tomorrow on my shopping list, I am going to buy a pair of neutral flats. I'm Gina from Tight Chip Mama. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Take care.